time to fight is here. It's the time we all been waiting for. It's fight time! This looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me. Cause we need a little controversy. Cause it feels so empty without me. I said, this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me. Cause we need a little controversy. Cause it feels so empty without me. I'm here, cause nobody wants to see Marshall no more. They want shady, I'm top living. Well, if you want shady, this is what I get.
So I just get myself pumped up for the stream tonight. Exciting fucking times. Exciting times. When you spend months and months and months building on stuff, working on stuff, to finally start to release these things into the fucking cryptoverse, it does feel good and exciting times. We give away 28 NFTs. Monday night, we did a stream giving away 28 diamond certificate NFTs that will earn people Ethereum wards when the Diamonds Protocol kicks off. Today, the Diamond Store open for people to buy those NFTs as well in preparation for the launch of the Diamonds Protocol on Ethereum on the 11th of November. So, yeah, I'm fucking fired up. We're going to do a deep dive through the white paper, through the flow diagram, and dig into all the fucking nuts and bolts of what this protocol is. So, Utah, welcome back again. Third night streaming in a row. How's it going, brother?
Going good, man. Going good. Was stuck in traffic a little bit there, but I made it. I think Rich will be joining us here soon too. So,
yep, Rich, the man of the hour. He's this Diamonds Protocol has been his baby. It's been his protocol. You've helped him a lot, along with a few other people. Dude's been helping him a lot, and a few other people from the Titanx ecosystem have been helping put this thing together. So a lot of smart minds have come together in putting this one and been building this one.
yeah, for sure. Um, I love the protocol. I do. I love the tokenomics. I love the game theory to it because there's a lot of different ways to play it.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit for everybody, depending on what you want to do. If you think you want to be long term, it's there. If you want to come in for that weekly, diamond exchange, it's there. So there's a lot that can be done with the Diamonds protocol.
Oh yeah, I'm just looking at this. I'm actually sorry, I'm just getting sidetracked there because I've got a number of things I want to go through tonight. One of them is having a quick look at Etherscan to see. There's actually been another. There's been another. Somebody else has snagged 28, which gets them a spot, a ticket in the Blaze Diamond Hand Club. So two people have already minted 28 of these NFTs. This isn't even the protocol kicking off. This is just a thing for helping build a little bit of hype into it. All the money from the NFTs goes into what we call the crusher to crush the diamonds that get created by users. So in CMC, we've already got 89 diamond certificates minted. At the minute, they're worth about 50, maybe $50 a pop. So real nice start, considering we have not even talked about any of this stuff really yet. And everyone's asleep. And I really think this one could catch people off guard when people start to catch on. What's been built here is pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's good to see a few people are paying attention. I mean, given the market conditions right now, there's always a play in crypto somewhere.
Yeah, I didn't really check the charts too much today. I see Blaze is up on the daily. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll actually bring this up quickly. Let's see. Blaze up on the daily. Here's when we took over. New team, Rich and all involved. Built it up, and then we've been getting annihilated for a while. But good to see, a little bit of a tick here. If you look at what's happening, and look at the, that's a brutal red again over on Pulse Chain. What's the other? Yeah, Dragon X. I think Blaze maybe leading the way a little bit today. Titanx Hub. We look at Bubbles quickly. ORX. Oof. I'm glad that updated there. ORX only down 10% on the daily. Yeah, Blaze leading the way today. Yes, Utah. All our work is not for nothing.
Yeah, it's tough sledding, man. The way that these protocols benefit each other is really a beautiful thing. I mean, Diamonds, it's standalone. It doesn't need Blaze. It can fully function on its own. But the way that they work together and the way that they feed each other is actually a really beautiful thing. So if you liked Blaze, you'll love Diamonds. And if you're a Diamond Hand ticket holder, you're gonna love Diamonds
Yeah,
because
I mean, we probably have a little dig into that too if we get time. We're just waiting for Rich to come before we dig into all the stuff. Before we actually dig into what diamonds is and how it works. But yeah, um, you mentioned that very important thing there that, and I think a few builders in the ecosystem are kind of looking at things this way. One is to to try and draw in new Ethereum and ETH input into the protocol, where you can have have a project and something that people could come along and participate in the Titanx ecosystem, but they don't even need to know that there's Titanx X28 or any of the other ecosystem coins involved. Yes, it's a big part of it, and we hope to draw people in with that and then get them to learn about the ecosystem thereafter. But if you're in the ecosystem and you know all this, you're going to understand a lot of it even more than maybe somebody coming from outside.
yeah, and there's a lot of little Easter eggs in Diamonds. Things that have been done. Like for example, the way that we use X28 um, was something that the dude and I came up with for stacks. Where we would buy Titan X. All through the code. We would buy Titan X and we would transform it for X28. So that way we're burning Titan X just from the transformation. Now, if the transformation isn't profitable, we'll buy 20x X28 right off the market. So that also helps, you know, with the buy pressure on X28 to keep that price up. So there's a lot of cool things involved here.
Yeah, absolutely. Rich, welcome to the stream. How you feeling, brother?
Exhausted. I'm getting up at 5 in the morning to meet with the dev on finishing this design, and then I'm going to work a full day's job building substations.
Nice, nice. Yeah, when did you first get the idea for this protocol? How long ago did you actually decide? How long ago did you actually decide to start putting a project together? Not going into development, but when did you start putting this thing together?
Uh, the idea to build on Blaze came last year after Blaze went through his first, I guess, I don't know, major payout cycle. And I was like, man, I just really love these ETH payouts. I want them to continue. And so it was after that the passion was there just to figure out a way. And then I was trying to get in line with the developer that we use. And I was willing to wait on him, and it just never presented that opportunity never presented itself until this spring. And then right when I got involved with this one, then we started doing Buildify at the same time. And yeah, they both converged on each other, and it was one hell of an undertaking.
Yeah, this is for anybody that's not familiar. This is the original Blaze payout pools. Now, anybody that was staking their Blaze in the early days was able to get nice juicy 8-day payouts, 88-day payouts, 288-day payouts, and then we had this 888-day payout set out long into the future that every day through the Blaze auction, as Ethereum comes in, a portion of it gets put away into this 888-day pool. At the minute, the current value of what's in there is $477,000 worth of ETH. And that will go to the people who have diamond hand tickets or are, they've max staked 4,000 Blaze to get one of the tickets and allow them a share of this pool. That closed on day 365, but Blaze as a staking protocol and earning ETHs performed very, very well for the stakers in the early days. Yes, as the the ecosystem died down a little bit as the price kind of got lower and lower. The payouts weren't just as good. And is that what you were trying to help bring some of that back, Rich?
Absolutely. Yes. I mean, I felt the ecosystem needs a ETH payout protocol, and we haven't had that since Blaze last year. So it seemed fitting just to figure out how to restore that, revive it. Plus, when you're invested in something, you don't want to see your bags just sit there and dwindle to nothing. So I was motivated to support my own bags. I'm vested in this, in many ways.
Yeah. So, I mean, with the Diamonds protocol, it will in itself bring life back to Blaze, but also it will add more funds into all these payout pools, every single one of them. So if Diamonds does well, even the people that have participated in Blaze, they will get a benefit from it. So people that are already in might want to take a close look at what's going on here and see if they can help their own bags as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the price of ETH right now dropping, that's only more, tempting, more advantageous to capitalize on.
Yeah, if I want to bring that back up again, Blaze chart. Yeah, I mean, like it's there's virtually no supply of Blaze on the market. What comes on each day is being at the minute it's being sort of bid for and claimed by a couple of wallets every day to sell for a little tiny bit of profit. So still not a lot of people paying attention as to what's going on. But there is, of something like whatever it is, 3 million tokens that have come onto the market already.
And 2 million is staked.
Yeah, the large majority of the tokens that are out there are locked up, and at the current price, you can get because so much of it is locked away. At the current prices, you can get your hands on a big chunk of the supply, and with the way everything's working, very, very cheaply.
Absolutely.
Okay, so all that said, what is Diamonds, Rich? What is it?
I think we said it 1,000 times. To me, it's an ETH payout. It's a preservation of assets and recurring ETH rewards is the way I view it.
Okay. Well, all right. Have you got the white paper there, or do you want to bring up the white? What way do you want to work this tonight? Do you want to look at the TL draw, the white paper, or yeah, what way do you want to go?
I think the TL draw would be better because we read the white paper the first time, and quite honestly, I think it's time for a visual.
Okay.
I don't have it pulled up yet, so
yeah, I've got it here. Okay, so Diamonds on Ethereum launch date. All right, before. Is it worth mentioning the NFTs first, or is it better digging straight into what we've got here? What happens when you participate?
Let's just start on the left where it's purple. These have colors for a reason.
Okay.
So the purple, yeah, it's obvious that the purple is mining, and so you could zoom in. I think it's kind of hard to see.
That's all right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's going on here? Talk to me.
To the right box there, it says user mints diamonds at a 1-to-1 ratio to Blaze. The value of Blaze must be matched with an equal value in ETH for the total cost to be met to mint your diamonds. You could use only ETH, or you could use ETH and Blaze if you happen to have Blaze and want to use it.
Okay, so
yeah.
So the way this protocol works is to mint 1 diamond, you have to put in 1 Blaze, and if Blaze is worth $1, you have to put $1 worth of Ethereum in as well as the 1 Blaze to get yourself 1 diamond. Yeah,
that's correct.
Okay, I hope that's nice and clear.
Yeah, I do too. I'm trying to make this things extremely streamlined and clear. So the next part is the mining schedule. Basically, it's fixed. Everyone if you start a miner, it's a fixed 100 days. You can early claim, and you basically earn 1% per day. If you end day 10, you forfeit 90% of that original amount that you expected back. But you didn't wait 100 days, you only waited 10. So it's a give or take. If the profit is up 300% on day 10, well, you can take profits and go right back in and mint some more.
Now, and you remember that you've put in an amount of ETH that kind of stays in the system, does it? Or is that the right way to think about it?
Say it again.
If somebody puts in and forfeits all their diamonds, they're kind of leaving their Ethereum in the system to benefit other people, are they?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, they minted for 100 diamonds. Well, whatever. I don't know what the number is. Whatever that number is. If they claim 10%, they forfeited 90%. So the ETH that they put in, yes, it was put in the system from initial on the onset. But if you're profitable already after 10 days, it doesn't matter to you because you take in profit.
Yeah.
And then you're leaving you forfeit the rest. And so what that does by default is you end up with a lot less diamond supply than you started with Blaze supply, which is already very limited per day.
So just on that, there are only there's less than 6,000 Blaze tokens come on to the market each day at the minute. And that goes down by 0.08% per day. So over a year ago, it began at 8,888 tokens per day, and that's already down less than 6,000 per day. So if you think about it, the diamond supply can never be greater than what comes through the Blaze auction. So less than 6,000 tokens per day maximum can be minted. So as each day goes by, and if people do start to forfeit diamonds to take profits, then the supply of diamonds will always be less than the supply of Blaze coming out.
Spot on. And that's really why this made a lot of sense to put this project together, is because we were looking at the Blaze emissions daily and said, that's just an amazing amount of, a low amount of tokens being put out every day. Yes, people don't understand what to do with them now, so they arb and they dump and they arb and they dump. And I get it because they didn't know what to do with it. But now we have something to do with it. And yeah, I just love the way this is going to, the supply is going to work out here.
Yeah, so Blaze is a fully decentralized protocol. There's literally nothing with the emissions can change, and it's worked flawlessly for well over a year now. And the distribution model of it is, in my opinion, is absolutely beautiful. And to tie when you're creating tokenomics, you can literally just pluck anything out of the air. We're going to create this number of tokens. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to let people mint forever as many as they can. Even like Titan X, you could keep on minting as much as you wanted at the start. But you've done a really fucking smart thing with this model. And like I say, capped it with the Blaze supply coming out each day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I say you don't have this big mountain of supply coming on day 100, because somewhere in that path from 0 days to 100 days, nearly all the people will be claiming, because the ROI will be there. If there's no other supply to be had except for what was created in the DEX on day one to mint the protocol's, initial amount, that's all that people can have access to until somebody starts early claiming and selling. So this is going to be interesting. I love it.
So yeah, and again, another nice thing, right? So you go in, once you come along, you can come along with just ETH. If you've got Blaze, happy days. You can, in the DApp, you can put Blaze and ETH, or you can just use ETH, and the ETH will buy Blaze off the market and put it into the system for you. So that's just creating buy pressure on the Blaze token straight away. But if you mint diamonds, you have to max, or you have to max mine for 100 days. Everybody gets the same. There's no changing for shorter term, longer term. Everybody has to do 100 days, and you can literally claim as each day ticks up. If you wait 20 days, you can claim 20. You can claim 20%. If you wait 30, you can claim 30%, all the way up to your 100%. But as Rich says, there are many mechanisms in this protocol to help boost the price of diamonds, and at any stage there could potentially be an ROI for you to take anytime during that 100 days and forfeit the rest of your tokens.
There's no D rank bonus. I just saw a question there. There's no mining bonuses whatsoever. Um, it's fixed from the start, and when when you're happy with the ROI, you can claim.
Yeah, so no, yeah, it's not like in Titan X whenever it started, and was it called T rank? I can't even remember.
Yeah,
Was
I
it
think.
called T rank? Yeah, T rank. And yeah, the more people come in behind you, the more you earned. There's nothing like that built into this, but there are ways to boost your bonuses in the staking part of this protocol. So stay tuned and you'll find out about that. Okay, so you can wait anytime through those 100 days, and you can at any stage, if there's an ROI, if you feel you've got a strong enough return on your investment, you can claim your diamonds. Your Ethereum is already in the system doing its thing. Your Blaze is already in the system. You've got your diamonds. You forfeit your diamonds, and you claim. Say I go 10 days and claim 10%. Rich, what happens there?
Well, you can probably claim so you can sell, right? Sell, take your profit, and then what are you going to do with your profit? You're going to maybe put some away, maybe get your initial back, whatever. But you're probably going to go back in, and so you continue the perpetual cycle. And I'll
All
tell
right.
you that there's just really no reason not to take profits if it's there for you. If you whatever part you're happy with, take it. That's what I'm promoting.
Nice. So you're promoting selling?
Well, if you're happy with the ROI that you're looking at for your miner, claim it, sell it, go back in and do another one.
Okay. All right? I think that's pretty straightforward. 1-to-1. It is important just to remember that you can't play with just ETH. Where do we go next?
Let's see. Let's just go right there in the middle, just to illuminate how the 50-50 works there.
Okay.
So 50% cost is in Blaze, 50% cost in ETH. The Genesis right there in the middle. We're going to do some aggressive marketing at some point in this process, just to not rely on organic. We're going to do some stuff, maybe DEX screener boost, maybe reach out, whatever we're going to try to do. I'm thinking outside the box here. So at least me, you, and Utah will get together and talk about that.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, because we haven't really pushed this thing yet. We're trying to just do some sort of community building, giving the early people the alpha before. We've got about 3 weeks before this thing launches, so plenty of time to kick it up a gear. But you've been waiting to get a lot of these things lined up, like this diagram, like the NFTs giveaway done, the Diamond Certificate store launched. So that's all done, and now it's time to kick on to the next thing. So protocol fee, again, said it a couple of times, but worth mentioning again. If you come along with just ETH and you put in 1 ETH, half of that ETH will buy Blaze, yeah? Market buy Blaze.
Mm-hmm.
Or does it buy Titan X and then buy?
Yeah, that's if you dig the details, that's what it's doing.
Okay, so people that don't even need to know this, but for you guys that like to understand everything that's going on, that know what's happening in Titan X, half of it, if you put in just ETH, half of the ETH will buy Titan X, and that Titan X will buy market buy Blaze. So a nice couple of little buy hops there. So
yeah, for the Titan X community, I mean, we're absolutely buying Titan X. We're supporting Titan X. We're then buying or minting X28, whichever. If the ratio is 1-to-1, we're going to mint X28, and then that's going to be burning 50% Titan X. But until that ratio is 1-to-1, we're going to be buying X28. So we're supporting X28. And then, so for the ETH bros, they don't need to concern themselves with that. So it'll just do it in the background, like you said.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the easiest way to go about this? You've got protocol mint fee, 50% Blaze, 50% ETH, and then arrows going there. Do you want to is it easier to look at one or the other first?
I was just going to maybe suggest go to the bottom or scroll down. We'll do the liquidity ad.
Yeah.
So from that half of the 50% cost of the ETH that comes in, 60% of that is going to be fed to the liquidity bonding. And this has the same process of ETH buys Titan X buys or mints X28, and then X28 buys diamonds, and then puts that in the LP half and half. So if each one will have a call button. So if the price, it won't just take 10 ETH and go straight into diamonds in one process. It's gonna be call buttons. So, and this will never be shut off. It'll just be adjusted to an interval that is best for the protocol and best for everything. But we'll be continuously running, a lot like Taurus does.
Let me just clarify that. So we've got your 50% of the ETH that comes in, the ETH that comes in, 50% of the cost. So of all that ETH from your participation, 60% of it goes into this liquidity ad. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's quite a lot adding to liquidity perpetually. Yeah.
Yeah, what we wanted to do there is build this LP up nice and thick so that when people do want to take profits, sell it into X28, they can. That was pretty much the main focus there, is just build a nice thick LP, let people exit and go back in the system and do it again.
Okay, and then explain. Just says there, if the diamond's ROI threshold is above, if the diamond's mint ROI is above threshold, then disable LP ad. Do you want to explain that a little bit more?
Yep. Currently, it's set at 20%. So as long as if the ROI to mint diamonds is 20% over the cost you spent to get in, then the buy and burn or the buy and add actually gets disabled. The button will disable. It's automatic. Okay. And if someone claims and their diamonds and sells, and if it drops below the 20% ROI threshold, the button will be enabled so that you can call it.
Okay. What's the thinking behind that? Explain what the purpose of that is.
There's a couple of reasons. One was just not let users manipulate the sale, the buy and burn, and to sell into it constantly. And the second was
the buy and ad. You mean, yeah?
Yeah, I keep referring to it. Sorry. Just that was one reason. The other reason was there's no sense in continuing to push it up as long as the ROI is positive. And third reason is no sense in buying higher. If someone's going to sell, let them sell it and then bring it back positive again. And it's just the best use of the funds.
Okay. I hope that's clear. If anybody has any questions as we go through each part,
there's another key point there. We've never spoken about this yet. We're going to be locking the LP in the contract, and the fees get added to the LP.
Fees get added to the LP. Okay. And the ad, sorry, the liquidity ad you mentioned there, it's callable, but it's like, okay, people in Titanx will understand what all these callable functions are. You know, the ban burns sit there, the ban ads, the ban liquidity ads sit there. So to add liquidity, community members have to come in and call the function to add it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
There'll be an incentive fee for each one.
Okay. And then when does the LP go live? I don't know if he's talking about when, if it actually like a date
on the 11th, when main protocol launches, we will launch this V3 LP, and that's everything goes live then.
How does that come to creation?
I put up, or the Genesis puts up the first ETH. That ETH is matched with the diamonds, and the LP is formed. Now, what that amount of diamonds is, I don't know just yet. To be determined.
Okay.
Probably $10 a piece.
Okay. All right. So, DJ, I see your question there, but we'll come to that in a minute. We'll get to that. We'll get that in a minute. All right, Rich, do you want to look at where the other, if 60% of the ETH is going to add to this liquidity pool and thicken it all the time, thicken it over time? Do you want to look first at where the rest of the ETH goes, or go up?
Yeah. Yep. Sure. So 60 and then 20 right there next to it, the Diamond Exchange.
Yep.
Scoot the page up just a little bit more. Yeah. All right. Not quite that much, but anyways, yeah, that's good. So yeah, there's 60, there's 20 there, that's 80. So the Diamond Exchange, 20% of that ETH that comes in will be dumped into there. And that is what's competed for every 7 days. So users will sit back and they'll watch that, and they'll see the ETH starting to fill in that pot, and you may see no one in it yet. Because think about it this way: the only diamonds available are on the LP that you just formed. No, everybody's maybe started vesting, and those are 100 days out. So the only diamonds available in the LP. So if that's where you got to get your supply, you're gonna have to buy it off the market. As soon as you do, you're pushing the ROI up. But if there's 5 ETH in this pool here and nobody's sitting in it buying for it yet, well, I would imagine some people's going to go and buy some diamonds to put in here. Now, when you do that, you're forfeiting those diamonds in competition for this ETH reward. So there'll be others that see you do that, and they're going to come in behind you and try to outdo you. So this will get heated up on day 7 every week.
Okay, so each week, right? So everybody that participates puts ETH into the system. Say I have put 1 ETH worth of Blaze in, and 1 ETH goes in, 20%. So 0.02 ETH of that ETH will go in to this pot. There's a few different games to play, if you want to call it that, in this protocol. You've got to look at this Diamond Exchange as something completely separate to everything else. When this 20% goes in here, it's going to sit there for a week, and to get any of that, you need to put diamonds in to compete for. So if you're the only one puts 1 diamond in, you get all that's in the pool. If 2 people put 1 diamond in each, they share the pool. So this pool is just to be competed for every week. And what Rich is saying there is that, especially at the start, if people are waiting 100 days to get their diamond supply, they have to market buy to compete for what's in here. Or if they don't want to market buy, they're going to have to forfeit their diamonds through their 100 days, and basically waste and crush a load of diamonds to get their hands on some supply to participate for this weekly Ethereum.
Yep, I'll say something here. The Diamond Exchange empties out every 7 days. There'll be no more ETH left in it, and no user who put up diamonds that week has a position going into week 2. They have to start over. It goes to blank, zero, everything.
Okay, so that you participate in this on a week, so you go and buy diamonds to get some of the ETH that's in there. Once you crush those diamonds, they're gone. When the ETH gets taken out by the winners of that pool for that week, it resets to 0 and just begins again.
Here's another thing that's going on in the background. So when users are competing to get into the Diamond Exchange, that means the circuit breaker is not even running, because we're already over 20% ROI. So it's disabled. And so now you got the price of diamonds ratio exceeding the value that people minted for. So if you might end up 3-to-1, 5-to-1, or 10-to-1 price on diamonds to Blaze, that's going to cause people going to get more Blaze to come get into the diamonds minting to get their supply coming.
I hope you lost me a bit there. Explain that again. Utah, do you want to butt in there or anything?
Yeah, let maybe Utah could say it better.
If he hasn't fell asleep.
No, I'm just listening. So this part right here is one of my favorite parts of this protocol, because what you're doing is you're buying and burning, right? But it's not just a buy and burn. It's not. So there's game theory to it. So in the early days, no one's going to have diamonds because their vests aren't mature yet. So it's going to draw buy pressure. So people are going to have to buy that diamonds off the market to participate to get this ETH. And that's going to pump the price. And when it pumps the price, then you get a positive ROI on mining without even using anything in the buy and build. And what it does is, Blaze is already a very limited supply that you can get, right? Well, you need Blaze to participate. So this drives buy pressure to Blaze, or auction participation. If people want to come in with the Blaze themselves, it's going to drive auction participation in Blaze, which is going to fill those pools up with Ethereum.
And that's what
And
pays the diamond certificate holders that started off this
yeah,
process.
exactly. So
That's to be honest, that is quite complicated to follow. But what maybe not, but it's just that loop, and it'll become clear to people as we go through when you see where some of the other rewards in this protocol do come from Blaze staking as well. And if we can drive buy pressure on the Blaze token, if we can drive participation through the auctions, again, all that Ethereum that goes into the Blaze auctions will help kickstart this protocol as well as Blaze. Like a nice loop that they've built into this.
Yeah, the way they work together is absolutely beautiful. It's really a thing of beauty. But for just to simplify it, once a week, there's basically going to be an auction. You're going to go into the diamonds exchange. You're going to exchange your diamonds for whatever share of that pool of Ethereum that whatever's in that pool of Ethereum. But you're going to need diamonds to do it, and you're never getting those diamonds back. So those are off the market forever, and it will drive buy pressure for diamonds because people want to participate in this exchange.
Okay. Anything else there, Rich?
Yep. Two things. So just keep in mind, we talk about a token, reducing the token supply aggressively. So you already have people potentially forfeiting on well before the day 100, and then you got the diamond exchange where everything comes in it is crushed. That's reducing supply. And the other thing I just talked to the developer about adding is that just like the diamond liquidity pool has a buy and add, we're going to add buy buttons for diamonds with ETH on the diamond exchange and the staking. And this is because you won't have diamonds yet. So I said, we don't want to expect users to have to go get Titan X and go get X28 and then to get the diamonds to compete in the exchange. So let's just put an easy button in there for them, use ETH, and it does all that in the background, and their diamonds get deposited in the exchange, just as if they had the diamonds to start with.
Do you think will that get added for when the time the protocol goes live?
We're going to work hard to get it done by the 11th.
Yeah, that'd be real. That'd be a real nice little extra there. I'm glad you thought of that one. Again, that just makes it easy for anybody to come along with the ETH and participate in that without having to go and get themselves diamonds first. They might be able to just look at that and say, imagine that you look at it and go, fucking hell, if I put in $50 worth of ETH this afternoon, I can claim $100 worth of ETH.
Yeah. Don't have to go figure out, how do I get this token? What's this X28 or what's this? Yeah.
Awesome. Nice one.
Yeah, let's go to the staking one right above it.
Sorry. Staking above it. Okay, so remember, we've got the ETH that comes in. Of all the ETH, 60% is the ad, 20% is going to the diamond exchange, and 12% is going to the staking ETH and Blaze. So the staking contract in the protocol. All right, what have we got going on here then?
Yeah, so essentially just what I just mentioned about the easy button, that will apply to this pool as well, so that you can get your diamonds to stake before anybody's vesting has their tokens available. You'll be able to buy diamonds easily. So that's the same thing here. Stake diamonds to receive ETH and Blaze. The longer you stake, the more shares you will get. You will have a bonus. In the white paper, there's a table that shows you examples. And
okay,
then,
so let me just point something out here. So of all the ETH, 12% of all the ETH that comes in, and this is the first kind of show, the first bit we're showing where some of the Blaze goes. So 12% of the Blaze that comes in is going into the staking protocol as well. So an equal amount of ETH of each is going into the staking pools.
Yeah. And this is a neat concept that Utah and I talked about way back, is that this is essentially giving the users back something to go and create new miners with. The ETH and the Blaze is what they could use to go right back in the system. So they can take profits and have what they need to just go right back in.
So if there's if they're getting some staking rewards and there's
In,
an ROI for creating more diamonds,
in
essentially,
fact, they don't even need new funds. They were already staked their diamonds at a minimum of 288 days, maximum 888. So they don't even, they still have a position. So when day 88 comes, they get a payout and they could take their ETH and Blaze and go mint some more and stake some more, if that's what they choose to do.
Okay, so let's see. Diamond Vault Stake Pool. Stake diamonds to receive ETH and Blaze. Stake longer to receive more shares. Crush additional diamonds to receive bonus shares. Shrey in the fucking comments is probably probably wetting himself at that.
So this is another supply reduction mechanism where so far you had the people early claiming, which is forfeiting. Then you got the diamond exchange, which is completely crushing. And then you got crushing additional diamonds here for bonuses. And on the white paper, this table explains that more detail. I'm not going to go into it here.
So just if you're in the staking pools and you're looking at the pools and you're thinking, fuck, I'd like to get a bigger share of that, but I don't really want to go back. I don't have ETH and Blaze to put into the protocol. You can crush more diamonds to receive more bonuses and get more rewards.
Mm-hmm.
There's a full breakdown of that in the white paper, like you mentioned. If you're in the Telegram, t.me/Blaze DeFi, you want to stick it in the comments there. The link to the Telegram, it's pinned in the Diamonds chat, the white paper. We will get a quick look at it as we go through here tonight. But there's a full breakdown of how those bonuses are structured. If you crush diamonds, what the actual bonuses you get are.
I actually don't have the ability to type in the comments. So, but yeah, I would like to add on to what Rich was saying. This is such an easy way to compound. If you stake, then you just take your payouts, because you're already getting Blaze and you're already getting ETH, and just go back and start more miners.
I spelled it wrong. Sorry, I put it in the fucking comments and spelled it wrong.
Oh, come on now. But yeah, so basically all you have to do is take your rewards and you can start more miners with them. So it's a real easy compound play. And then with those miners that you started, you can either stake more, or you could go into the crusher, or you could take profit, whatever you decide you want to do with them. But yeah, it's basically built in so that you can easily compound it if you want to and just grow your position. So there's a big time long term play here if you want it that way. Or you can do some, long term compounding and go into the crusher with some, diamond exchange with some. So there's a lot of different ways to play this.
Yeah, and I tell you, a lot of thought went into creating a UI that gives you the data. Like this staking pool, the Diamond Vault, it's going to have data that says when you connect the wallet that you've been using for this, it's going to let you know how much you've earned from the start, day one, in the staking, and it will always keep track of that for you. So you'll know how much you've got out of it. Now you'll have to figure out how much you put in it. That might be something separate you have to keep track of, but you'll know how much you've earned in the staking. You'll know how much you've earned out of the diamond exchange, and I think there's something. Oh, you'll know how much you've earned from the mining. So there's a lot of detail. There's three tabs to the stats page. One is just basic stats that you see everywhere. One is some ratios from diamonds to X28 and diamonds to Blaze. And the third tab is going to be a lot of deep dive analytics that you see like you do on Dune charts.
Cheers for tuning in, Slim. Okay, so in these payout pools, Rich, there's two payout pools, an 88-day and a 288-day. Minimum staking is 288 days and maximum staking is 888 days. So 60% of the funds that come in go to the 88-day pool and 40% go to the 288-day pool. I hope that's nice and straightforward for everybody. Anything to add on that?
No.
Okay.
Pretty clear. No penalties.
No penalties yet. So if you've earned a blaze in ETH, they'll sit there forever until you claim it.
Yeah, so let's break it down. You got 60, 80, and 12 is 92, and the other 8 is for the Genesis marketing maintenance wallet. Now, just keep in mind that this is half the cost, so that 8 is really 4% when you look at it from the perspective of 100% cost.
Yeah, so it's essentially you've got 4 and 4. These are all broken down into their halves, but this one's not. So this is a 4 and a 4 essentially. But yeah, 60, 20, 12.
That's 92, and then the 8 is 100.
All right, sweet. Okay, where do we need to go next? So
Let's
we've got
let's
our
go.
Diamond Exchange weekly auction. We've got our staking for Blaze and ETH, and then
The orange. Let's do the orange.
Okay, so the orange. So 50% of the Blaze that comes, 50% of the cost that comes in, obviously is Blaze. We've got 12% going down in here, 80% straight up. Where's that straight up going?
That's going into the Blaze staking for the Diamonds protocol. So we call this a Diamonds protocol stake, and it max stakes all this Blaze. 80% of the Blaze that comes in, and it's excluded. It's important to know this is excluded from the 88-day Diamond Hand Club pool. That pool is closed to tokens, Blaze tokens.
Okay.
The only way to enter that pool is through Diamond certificates nowadays.
Yep. So none of this, but it'll get a share of these other pools.
Right.
Yep. Okay.
And
right.
It is my hopes that if this protocol is successful, that we hope to benefit the Diamond Hand Club holders on Blaze, and the people in Diamonds won't even feel it because they're going to be receiving rewards from the Diamond certificates at the same time through these other 3 pools that the Diamond protocol stake is collecting.
Okay, so 80% of the Blaze that comes in is max staked in the Blaze protocol, and that earns ETH every 8 days, 88 days, 288 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the ETH that comes in from that 80%, we've got a split here. 20%. We'll cover that first. That's nice and simple. Go ahead.
So 20% goes to the Diamond Crusher, and let's come back to that one. Okay. So 80% goes to the Diamond certificate holders.
Okay.
And every 28 days, whatever's collected from the Diamonds protocol stake, whether it's the 8-day, the 88, or the 288, whatever hits in that 28-day period. So you could kind of look at this one, and I actually labeled it as monthly ETH rewards. To the right, you can see it in black letters there.
NFT monthly ETH rewards. Okay.
Yeah. So if you go above that, like today, the Diamond certificate store opened up, and we have.
Hey, sorry, bear with me. Let me mention something here before we crack on. So the Blaze is coming in; it's getting staked. So all the ETH that comes in goes into this 28-day reward pool. So every 28 days, that ETH is claimable by people who own Diamond certificate NFTs. Yeah.
Yeah, 80%. You said all, but I'm correcting you.
Sorry, 80%. Yep.
So starting today, as the Diamond certificate store opened, we already have, I think, 89 tickets, Diamond certificates actually, and we gave away 90.
We got 99.
Okay, we got 90. So we gave away 28. So those you always have to deduct. So that means with the ETH that came in from the other 62, whatever it is that 100% of that ETH is sent to the Diamond Crusher. Yeah, see, it says 100% of the ETH from mints goes to crushed diamonds.
Yep.
And that goes into the green box right above it.
Okay, so the only way to participate in the Diamond in the monthly reward pool, the 28-day reward pool, which gets the majority of the ETH from the Blaze stake, is to buy Diamond certificates. So this is a separate way. You know, you don't participate in this with your diamonds. You have to buy Diamond certificate NFTs with ETH, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
And it's on sale 50% off until the 11th. At that point, it's going to go to 0.028 and it'll remain there forevermore.
Okay. So 20% of the ETH here also is going to the Diamond Crusher, which just simply buys and burns diamonds, buys and crushes diamonds. Sorry, yeah.
Yep.
And
So
then
this is set up like the LP ad where it has the circuit breaker, where if it's over 20%, it will be disabled. So as long as you have a positive ROI on minting, this will just sit there and store up these funds. And so this, like I said today, all the ETH that came in today will go into that pool and wait till the protocol comes live. I mean, if we have a really good successful period between now and the 11th, we could have, $50,000 in there waiting to just crush these diamonds.
with
And
not,
it's
not with
the
not
20,
a lot of supply in the market.
right. And the 20% coming from the Blaze stake, that would take some time. That would take at least one cycle, if not two, to have any sizable amount of ETH coming, but it will be coming.
Okay. And then, as you say, so the diamond certificate, the diamond certificate NFTs that can be bought now, all the value of that ETH, they're purchased with ETH, and all the value of that ETH just goes in straight into the buy and burn. Nice and simple. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, so this completes the round, actually. So now you got the Diamond Crusher removing supply. You have the staking bonus crushing, removing supply. And you got the Diamond Exchange removing 100% of supply. And then you got the forfeiting of your miners at an early point to take profits. So this supply doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah, and remember all the time that the supply of diamonds is getting crushed. And hopefully all the flywheels in this little system here to buy and crush the diamonds push the price up. The more it pushes the price up, the more participation it pushes into all the other areas of the protocol.
Yeah, and what I love so much is I know for sure this is going to push with these mechanisms, because the diamonds won't be available for 100 days. With all these burn mechanisms and people forfeiting and crushing and going into the competition, it's going to put demand on Blaze. So that's going to force people into the auctions to compete for that Blaze that's coming out. And 6,000 tokens means 100 people can get 60 per day. 60.
Yeah. There's the supply, because even at the minute, with the Blaze price where it is at the minute, with the size of the liquidity pool, Blaze itself with utility and use case has massive fundamentals for it. The fact there's so much off the market already, the fact that there's so little supply coming out daily, and with the price down, I mean, $300 a day can get you most of what's coming out most of what's coming out. So some really interesting things at play here.
60 tokens at 6 cents, like it is today, is $36. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's okay. So looking at it objectively, okay, so you want to maybe smart, not finance advice, maybe start scooping up some of the supply. What we need is what we want is, obviously we're trying to. This is a new thing we've got going on here. Where me, Utah, and Rich are here streaming week in, week out, and what we need to do is we really need to push these protocols in a way for themselves to get our own little community and our own part of the ecosystem really wanting to play in this and support this and help us grow it. Because at the minute there's still not too much demand for the Blaze token, because it's still, to this point, there hasn't really been much of a use case for it lately, but that is all changing. And some people have been scooping up supply lately. Not enough that these daily dumpers who just want to take a quick profit, there's not enough supply.
I could care less, really, too. Let them dump.
Exactly. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter because we kind of want there's kind of benefit to having it starting off this low at the minute, and that's why we haven't, really pushed to try to. You haven't really tried to push any use case through it or any more traction through the auctions just yet. But I think now is the time that we really want to do that. We want to get people. We want to get people trying to get hold of their Blaze tokens, hold them, and you wait for them to use in this protocol in 3 weeks' time, rather than continue letting the daily dumpers just continue to come in and arb the auction ROI, which they're only getting a few bucks a day at. It's kind of fucking pointless, but yeah, it is what it is.
Mhm.
And it takes hardly any buy pressure whatsoever to pump the price of Blaze. So if the auction is there and the auction ROI isn't positive, you're going to have to market buy to get into diamonds. So I see both these tokens pumping.
Yep. So I added these titles out on the side of the diagram on purpose. So I wanted people to take a look. You could actually start factoring in a weekly ETH, budget, or if this is how you want to play the thing. And then you got weekly, monthly, and then staking at 88 days. That's almost quarterly. And then you got 288. That's, whatever, 2/3 of a year. So there's a lot of, to me, we're not claiming to be better than everyone else. We just want to do our part in this ecosystem. We just want to add value. And we think we can do that by giving some people a way to earn some ETH. And also we want to benefit X28. We feel like we can bring that back to parity. And when we do that, if we create a successful system here, people will start arbing and bringing Titan X through the X28 protocol. And that starts burning 50% of Titan X. Right now, we don't have a protocol burning Titan X that I know of. I mean, maybe I'm missing something, but I don't know if we have an organic burn taking place at the moment.
Okay, so we definitely do benefit the ecosystem, but where are we at? Okay, so we're at a 70% ratio. So again, pairing with X28 and not, there's obviously the benefit of the minting X28 with the Titan X, burning Titan X in the process, but we're kind of also getting a 30% head start on the price. And because to me, if Titan X is going to come back and be successful, in my opinion, and in your guys' opinion, it's going to 100% pull X28 with it. It's going to catch up and get the parity very, very quickly. Again, not financial advice. I don't claim to know I don't claim to know anything that's going to happen. But to me, it just feels like a bit of a no-brainer that will happen whenever all these protocols start to get a little bit more participation. So again, we're starting off with maybe a 30% head start where we can ride that little bit of extra wave as well.
Yep. Before you go away from this chart, go to the US dollar filter on Deck Screener down below. Down below where the transactions are. Yeah. See the US dollar, hit the filter. To the left. 3 columns over. Yeah, right there. Hit the filter. Put in there 5,000 minimum and hit apply. Yeah. Now pull it up where you can see more. So what I wanted to see here is, actually pull it back down for a second. There's a spike in the chart that happened about a month ago.
Here?
Right there, 9 of September. Now go find that on the transactions.
9th of September?
Yeah, 10th of September.
10th September.
You have to pick up the chart a little bit so you can see more transactions. Anyway, you see the green spike there. So let's go find it on the transaction. Scroll up. I mean, you're too far. It says 8 months ago. Go back. No. Listen, on the transactions, just scroll to where there it is. 1 month. There you go. So you got 3 buys there, 15,000.
See.
Yeah, scroll. Is that the top of it?
Yeah.
It's only 15 grand. And there's probably some a little below 5,000. There's several that came in a span of a little bit of time there, all in the same day. And what happened there is what I'm trying to show here is it didn't take much. And that thing went from like 0.6 to 0.75 or 0.8 or something. It was real close. So the illustration here is that it didn't take but 15 or 20,000 to get a quarter of a point in the ratio. If we put another 15 to 20,000 in, we're going to be at parity.
Mhm.
And at that point, we're burning Titan X. So that's why I feel like, without a shadow of a doubt, this protocol is going to benefit Titan X, and it's going to benefit X28 first. One's got to come before the other. And while we're helping X28, we're also helping Blaze. Then we're putting ETH in our payouts, and the people of Diamonds don't have to sacrifice anything. They're getting rewarded for all of that effort.
And then essentially, if we can get the people participating, obviously with ETH, it's bringing new money into the system as well.
Yeah, it's a win-win-win for everything.
And not only are we buying and building the liquidity with the X28, the fact that Diamonds is bonded with X28 should help carry it up also.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that at the moment. It's
So if we pump Diamonds, we're going to drag X28 up with it. The liquidity on X28 is not very thick. It doesn't take much to move the price. So we believe we can move it right up.
And with the 60% LP add with every buy, or with as long as as long as the ROI is not disabled, the LP add is not disabled, we're going to be building that LP as long as it's enabled. Yeah, that's why I feel we should be building the X28 LP sticker. We should be given, a boost to the whole ecosystem through this.
Yep, people should be using X28, building on X28, pairing with X28. I mean, if you want to pump Titan X, well, let's pump X28. And if we all do our part to pump X28 and get that ratio up, that's when the magic happens.
Yeah, and I guess I could use this moment to say I'm really excited to be part of the Buildify team, and we feel like we have something that can transcend this Ethereum and go into other EVM chains, and we're going to burn X28 with every single transaction. So right now, X28 is on Base, it's on Ethereum. If things turn positive for X28 and Jake sees a need to bring it to Binance or bring it to Polygon or bring it to wherever we're at, I mean, as long as we have a buy there, why wouldn't we do that, right? Why wouldn't he do that? And so we feel with Buildify, with every burn transaction is going to boost X28 as well. So I'm glad to be part of both of these protocols to do that.
Yeah, again, all right, so we may as well throw that up there. Titan X is king. X28 still need convincing, but let's make ETH payouts great again. It feels like, a lot of people read it off. We could be building on something here that, could take off really, really well, hopefully.
I feel like enough protocols built on Titan X right now. We need to shift our attention to X28. Thanks. I got to give kudos to Utah. He's the one that sold me on it. He was the believer's discount, I think he promoted. But the truth is that it was created to burn 50% of the Titan X that passed through it. And all it needed was builders to buy into that and to build on it to make that dream come true. And so I feel like we're onto something here. And I know one thing, I'm going to be participating in this protocol because I want to pump my Blaze bags. And I feel like if I'm participating in Diamonds, I'm not sacrificing that. I'm getting rewarded on Diamonds and Blaze.
Yep. 100%. All right, just touch on this. 28 diamond certificates gets you one Blaze ticket. Gets about $1,000 in the 88 Blaze diamond payout pool. Wink, wink. That is fucking alpha straight off the bat. That's one thing. That's why if we look today already, I mean, this is the first we've even really talked about this. It only went live today. This is the first time we've explained it to the market in any detail at all. And we've already got a couple of people in just whacking 28 NFTs to claim that diamond hand ticket. Why is that? All right. Like he's saying in this post, it's costing about $1,500 at the minute to get 28 NFTs. You're essentially even at this minute before before Ethereum starts to even move in price, you're getting $1,000 back, but you're getting 28 NFTs that will earn you ETH as long as this protocol is running. So something to think about. What else did he ask? There was another question. How many mint cycles are there again, Rich Landon, after each price increase? Everything okay there? So gone very quiet.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
here. I don't.
Sweet.
I'm here. I stepped out to get my drink I left in the car.
I was wondering what happened there. Whenever I stopped talking, no, didn't hear any breath or any signs of life. Anyway, so at the minute, the diamond certificates went on sale today. They cost 0.014 ETH. They stay at that price until the protocol launches on the 11th of November, 11/11. When it launches, the price of these NFTs doubles. So it goes from 0.014 ETH to 0.28 ETH, 0.028 ETH each. So quite a substantial jump. But then they remain at that price forevermore. Yeah. So Shreyas is asking how many mint cycles before the price increase. So there's only one price increase, half price until the protocol launches, and then they will always be the same price.
Yes, it's essentially 20 days. So from today till the 11th.
20 days. Am I allowed to show the diamond store?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I had a sneak peek coming of the next portal, but go ahead and work on that. I'm going to pull
right.
it. So,
It's just the white paper. Sorry, I'll go back and look at this. All right, so this is kind of what the DApp is going to look at when you come to it. All these features will get added: mining, stats, auctions, added LP, bam burn, staking, and then obviously you can go and look at the contracts in the white paper straight from here. Each thing you hover over will be a different part of the protocol. So each thing is separate. You can come in here and participate in all the various features. But at the minute, the only one that's live, obviously, is the Diamond Certificate Store. You can come in here, and this you'll see all the stats. So the shown here, one certificate equals 0.014 ETH. You can click here. So they're costing. I've seen this change a few times today already. So it obviously this just brings through the live price of what that is in Ethereum at the minute. You can go all the way up. So let's have a quick look at what 28 is costing right now. 28 is costing $1,468. And if we quickly look at actually just check it here. Diamond hands. So 455. So at the minute, diamond hand tickets are worth just over $1,000 each, and that's with Ethereum at the price point that it is right now. So this discount ends in 19 days and 15 hours. It shows the total amount that has already been, the total number of certificates minted over here. 90 have been minted so far, and that shows the value of the ETH that's already sitting in the diamond crusher to start to crush diamonds when the protocol goes live. Fucking love it already. Almost 3.5 grand in there, Richie boy.
I forgot how fucking awesome this protocol was until we're starting to go through all these different things. This thing is fucking badass. So that's buy pressure right there. That's guaranteed buy pressure. way before this thing even launches, we're already building buy pressure on this token.
I would love to see 100,000 in there by the time 20 days is over.
This token is gonna fucking rip.
Let's
Yeah,
let me share screen real quick. I've already posted whatever request.
hold on. Let me just see. Okay, let me just finish. Can I finish this first?
Yeah,
No?
yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. So once you mint yourself some NFTs, this is just showing how far we are along in the 19 days. So this ticker here is just showing we're already 1.7% into the towards the increase in price. If you have NFTs, it will the stats are in here. It's going to show you your supply of the shares, the total supply, and then how many people have minted 28 NFTs. So and then obviously the rewards here will show up whenever everything kicks off and goes live. All right, love it, fucking love it. What's this Blaze staking bit here?
So that pertains to, let's see, that pertains to the user. So that's your rewards that you're expecting to see, and it's based on the Blaze payouts. And yeah, that coming soon is there's nothing staked in the Blaze yet. So on the 11th, that'll be shown. Everything will be live on the 11th, but right now, all you have available is the stats of the NFTs, how many people have them, how many have qualified for the Diamond Hand ticket of 28, and where do you stand amongst the others. So once your wallet's connected, you can tell if you got 10 out of 100, you got 10% of them.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously as you get. Yeah, as the protocol goes live, all the other features in the DApp will become active.
Yeah, they'll become clickable on the homepage. So here's a sneak peek, and this is a draft, so don't pay attention to the data, the numbers. I mean, for the most part, the numbers are incorrect. So this is the Diamond Crusher, and at the top you see that little box that says total balance.
Can you scroll into that? Can you give us a closer look at each of the boxes as you talk about them?
Yeah, I can. Whoa. Yeah. So this, am I showing? My hand's not showing on the screen. I'm looking at it on my phone and you tell me what you see here.
We can see that total balance. Yep, that total balance box. Yep.
Okay. Right below that, the total ETH received. What this is meant to show is the ETH received from the minting of the diamond certificates. And this will be recorded from day 1 till day 4,000. So this thing will just build over time, right? And it'll show how much diamonds were crushed from day 1 till the end of time. So this is here so we could see the performance. And I might even rename this thing from total balance to performance, or I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet. Yeah, so I'm gonna move down, and this is just the Diamond Crusher is basically akin to a buy and burn. And so the first thing we're gonna do to the left, go down.
I can't. You have to do it.
Maybe it's slow. There's a delay, I guess.
Yeah, no, it looks like it's down for us. Yeah, it looks like you're down in the bottom corner.
Yeah, but there's a delay. But so you'll see my hand in just a minute. I got it over the Titan-X token symbol.
Yep.
Well, not quite. It hadn't moved yet. There it goes. It's got a delay.
It is for us on the screen.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's got about a 5 per second delay because I've been there.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, this is the swap ETH to Titan-X. This is actually wrong. This is going to be an ETH symbol for all of these where this Titan-X is. So this will be you're swapping ETH to Titan-X. So what you're doing is you got a total balance of ETH. Now this is not the same as the one you just looked at above. This is how much is currently in ETH that you have in the protocol. And so the swap amount, the incentive fee, how much time, and it's not going to be days. The maximum that you'll ever see there, worst case scenario, will be 24 hours. We hope to have something much less than that. I'm sure we will, but worst case scenario, just for longevity, it will be called once a day. So the next one is the Titan X to X28. Now here's where the Titan X symbol will be, and the name Titan X. And so this X28 symbol will move over to the far right one. I know this is delayed, so just give it a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Now see, it shows the diamonds logo there, but don't show up very well. But this is going to go away anyway. It's going to be the X28 symbol over here. Because this is what you're doing. I mean, you're taking your ETH, converting it to Titan X. Once you get the Titan X, you convert it to X28. Once you do that, the last box on the right is taking the X28 to crush the diamonds. And so you're using your balance here will be in X28, not diamonds.
Nice.
So this is all I got for now. This is the current portal that we're working on, and we're moving on to the stockpile tomorrow.
All right. So each, let's see if I go back. Each time you add, where do you close this? You close it here, don't you? Yeah, each time that would be in, where's the crusher?
The home page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be when you click into that would be showing what you were just displaying a couple of minutes ago, a couple of seconds ago.
That's right. That's the crusher.
All right, sweet.
And I use terms, even though we all know it's the crusher, it says buy and burn because at the top, I put terms in there that people are used to seeing. Mining, stats, auctions, LP, NFT, buy and burn, staking. But we carried the theme out when you get to the homepage. The diamond crusher is the buy and burn. The pile of diamonds is a stockpile, but that's your liquidity. To the right is the diamond mine, but that's where you click and you're going to do your miners vesting and all that. The billboard is your stats. The diamond exchange we explained already. That's auctions. And to the left is the diamond store, which is open today. And the diamond vault to the far left is your staking.
There you go. We're missing the diamond in. Call it the Blaze. You should have the Blaze bar in there.
Yeah, we're missing the Diamond Hotel.
Yeah. Love it. Love it.
Yeah,
I really wanted. I wanted to do a little more with this DApp. I wanted, miners in the bottom chipping away at in the tunnel, mining pickaxing diamonds. I wanted the carts moving and all kinds of stuff, but whatever. I had to be reined in. They said, "What the fuck you trying to do? Make a video game?"
Yeah. Plenty of time to add all that shit if you really want to. But you've done a great job. A lot of moving parts in this protocol, and you can see straight away from this when you go into even when you click into the NFTs and you see how easy it is to use this. You see how well displayed all the data is. Like Rich said, he's working on each of these. You saw the crusher page when he clicked into it. When you go into each one of these, there's going to be a lot of data and also, very, very easy to use and see what you're doing. See your ROIs, see where you are, see if you're earning, see if you're losing, see what's what. Great job, Rich.
There's one other thing I can add here. I just talked about it today, and I don't know if we could get this done by the 11th or not, but I want to see an ROI somewhere on this page. I don't know where to put it. I don't know what looks good. I don't want to clutter things up, but I want the ROI to stand out, that people can glance at it from just the first time they open this page, that wow, Diamonds is at 400% ROI over Blaze. I want that to be visible right from the start. So the problem I have is when this billboard is on an angle like that, you can't display data in it correctly. So what we might end up doing is just put it in the header right next to where it says diamonds on the top left.
Yeah, again, maybe it shows that I fucking hate when you go into your protocol and you can't see the current price of the token.
Yeah, that will be. I didn't think about that, but we're going to definitely have the ROI, and I guess it makes sense to have the token price right below it.
Yeah.
The other thing it's going to have is the day. I want to always see how long this thing's been open. Like day one, I want to see the count. That'll be shown on here too, and it's missing. But yeah, see your day 484. I want to see that.
Day 484 price here, auction. ROI straight in, fucking positive ROI every day. What a beautiful fucking protocol.
If you don't say so yourself, huh?
Yeah, I suppose I'm the me and Utah is the only ones left, so we can take all the credit.
I tell you, let's go check your rewards right there on Blaze. Scroll down to 888. That's $500,000, people. I mean, yeah, we're down a little bit this week since
It was
ETH just
570. It was up 575 not that long ago. Like
exactly
everything,
just
not
a
going to
few
take
weeks
much.
ago.
Yeah, it's not going to take much to pop that up to over $1 million. Hopefully, if fucking all season never comes.
This is what I was thinking about today on the way to join this meeting. Scroll back down and show it again. I would love to see us triple this. In order to do that, I haven't built the model yet. Maybe get some help from Dude or someone that's smart with that. Basically, what I like to see is what would it take for us to, put together some sort of model to see what it would take to triple this reward in this pool.
Yeah, so like click through and see. Okay, so if we can pull in how much Blaze or how much ETH needs to come into the Blaze protocol each day, or through diamonds, through Blaze, to kind of add enough money into this that it pumps it a certain amount. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, something like that. But what I ultimately want to show is this. I really would like people to take a screenshot of their current. If you're in the Diamond Hand Club and you're listening to this stream right now, take a screenshot of your reward today, because I want to be able to prove at some point that we're going to give more than we take, that we're going to contribute more than we dilute. I really want that to be something that we monitor, and I really think that we're going to add to benefit people.
100%. And people need to understand that it was with careful consideration that we opened up the NFTs and thought about, okay, how exactly is this going to work, and how do the benefits outweigh it? And one thing to also consider is all the other payout pools we're going to be filling up with Ethereum, not just Diamond Hands. We're going to bring, all these staking payouts back to Blaze with this protocol by driving buy pressure to Blaze. You pump the price of Blaze, it fixes everything, because it makes your ROI positive, and people start going into auctions. Ethereum comes in. It fixes it all when you have buy pressure on Blaze. So these protocols benefit each other greatly, and they're going to work together absolutely beautiful. And I'm so excited about this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I saw Shrey mention 126 ETH. So obviously anybody could see that too. That's not all there is to it. So let's just imagine this. There's 455 tickets issued right now to the current holders of that pool. So if you add another 100 tickets to that pool, that's going to dilute by what, 25%? Well, maybe a little less, whatever it is. So you would bring about 20-something% dilution. So in order to do that, to make that acceptable to the current holders, you need to contribute more than 25% in ETH rewards to them, so that when they see others share the pool with them, they don't care, because their pool also grew by maybe 50% or something of that nature. So in order that's the model I'm talking about, is how many tickets we need to add. So for right now, Diamond's protocol just took in 90. Well, the 28 we gave away kind of skews the number a little bit, but ultimately
that's going to become. I would just while you mention that, Rich, I wouldn't get too hung up on that, because that's going to become 28. It's going to become an insignificant figure as this thing grows. It's only $1,500. So
yeah, I agree.
Don't worry about that.
I'm just that's what I'm thinking right now is just try to come up with some projection. Is what would it look like if we added 100 Diamond Head tickets to this pool? Like, what kind of economic benefit is that to Diamond's protocol? Because remember, when you pump diamonds, it causes demand on Blaze. ETH pools Blaze gets competed for in the auction, and your ETH pools grow. So that creates this mechanism of, perpetual payouts, perpetual participation, perpetual auctions.
Sticking the link to just sticking the link to the DApp, because if you want to participate this, okay, do you think is getting diamond NFTs early beneficial?
It's not going to pay you ETH right away, but what it does for me, I would like to stack a few percent on my current Diamond Hand Club pool, and I'd like to do it before they go to full price.
Mm-hmm.
So absolutely, I'm looking at picking up a couple 28 tickets.
Actually, it's worth me going back to, so yeah, if you do buy and then $50 or something they're costing at the minute. We'll call it $50 at the minute. Where's DG's comment from the start? Here's a query. How does the NFT benefit me if I hold it? Okay, so we did give away 28 NFTs. He's asking, what does he need to do with it?
Just sit on it. Just hold it and forget you have it. And then every 28 days, you have a payout here to come collect something.
So every 28 days, what will we be coming to on the DApp to find that? Will it show up in the certificate store what his rewards are?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right there. That box to the right.
28 people. The 28 people that have already got their they've been distributed and all, haven't they? Yeah, take it to have.
Yeah, they've all been issued.
Yeah, so the 28 that won the giveaway, there they all are, the 1%. The 1% club. They're 1%.
1% club.
1% of the current supply. Each love it. Fucking love it. So they'll right now, once they come in and connect their wallet to the DApp. Sorry, once it goes live, they'll be able to see what their rewards are going to be for just holding that one NFT.
I think the main benefit right now for people to be participating in the certificate store is to just get your share in before the 11th gets here. And, I'd like to see the sooner the better. So we build a hype around this. We build a community around this. We get people motivated to see what we're doing. And ultimately, when people start to see how much ETH is sitting there for day one to start this protocol, you can see right away it's got some kickstart power.
Mm-hmm.
It will have some kickstart power from day one.
All right, love it. I haven't even minted any yet, so we'll get this thing pumping.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Okay.
This protocol, even the UI, is fun. Everything's fun about this. Like, we're bringing some fun back.
Until you start talking,
we're bringing some fun back to this miserable experience that we're all having right now in altcoins, man. Yeah, it's been rough, but this is fun. There's a lot of different ways to play it. The UI is fun. Everything about it, it's cool.
Yeah, I couldn't be more happy right now with it, because this has been, Utah and I, oh my gosh, this has been going on since March. I mean, Utah, I thought I was going to lose him along the way somewhere, being so bored with it. Yeah.
Yeah, it just took some time, but it's good when you have time to process things, because I would think about a certain section of this as we were doing the tokenomics, and I'd be like, you know what, I'd just kick it around for 4 or 5 days, and I'd be like, what would be cool if we did this, and then I'd bring it to Rich and we'd start talking about it. And so we were really able to come up with some amazing tokenomics for this protocol that way, because it wasn't
that's a good point, because it was the fact that it took so long. We kept looking at it. We kept thinking of better ways to improve it. And it was some of the changes came as late as July.
Yeah, I remember, because you guys were working on it long before I knew anything about it. And I remember even you guys had pretty much a whole thing done, designed. You got you even had the TL drawn all done. And I do remember listening, about a couple of conversations, and then you guys coming back and making changes, or the conversations that I wasn't even in, and you guys have made changes to the TL draw diagram. I was like, holy fuck, that's fucking epic. Good thinking. Who thought of that? So yeah, it was. You can see that having that long time to not be under pressure to tweak something, and then you would even let it sit for a few days or even a few weeks to see if it worked or not, and then or if you come up with other ideas. So it was fun to see, just let me catch the end of it and see that some of the changes that you made towards the end of the process.
Mm-hmm. And as far as the current market sentiment, regardless of whether it's in our ecosystem or outside, I'm not concerned in the slightest. I don't care. I don't care if people participate day 1 or day 50. It makes no difference. This thing is not limited to a phase, a launch phase. Like a lot of times, a protocol is strapped to mint between 0 and 14 days or 21 days or whatever that might be, and it might have been a period where the market conditions were not great. I don't care right now. I don't care what the market. The market is pretty much proven to that no matter what we think, it's going to do the opposite.
Yeah. All right, Sparky, cheers for tuning in. Tom, thanks for coming again. All right, anything else you want to dig into? Anybody in the chat has any questions? Anything you want us to cover again? Explain in a bit more detail? Feel free to ask.
I heard you say it in the beginning, Blaze. I mean, Ali, but I'd like to say again, I definitely owe a lot of credit to Dude. He was a big help in this process because I had, I'm working for a living. The markets are shit. I got to go earn money. So I had to go back to work. I'm on the second job this year that I had to start. So he basically helped me while I was having to work during the day and kind of use his skills to kind of keep things going. At Utah, couldn't have done it without him as well. He's come up with a lot of good points in this. Had some other help with Dave and Smooth help because they're on the Buildify team. James is always helping out, so indirectly, but just a lot of help to a lot of people. And if I miss somebody, I'm sorry, but it's just when you're open to build,
receiving an Oscar or something there.
No, just whenever you're trying to, if you're open to grow together in this, you can be open to listen to others, and sometimes the feedback is worth listening to.
Absolutely.
You know how it is, Ali.
Yeah.
Developing protocols and stuff, man. It's a lot. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes with every single angle and every part of the process, And I'm pretty sure, shout out to Dude. It's like when you got Dude involved to help you out, man, he lives for this shit and he's really good at it. And I think the circuit breaker idea was Dude's.
Yeah.
And now it's such a good idea, man. Such a big part of this protocol. So
right, so see on that. Okay, so let me talk about the circuit breaker. So the buy and burn has a circuit breaker, yeah?
Yeah, both the LP add and the buy and burn.
All right, so the buy and burn. So if there's an ROI in the protocol, you can you can change the percentage. So say there is you can set the threshold that if it goes under 10%, it clicks on, and if it goes over that, it clicks off.
Yeah, so that's an admin function, and we will be able to adjust it. What we can't do ever is turn it off. It will never stop.
Okay.
And so, we can raise it to 100% ROI if we feel that's best. If we want to get this thing out the gate right out the beginning, we could turn it to 1,000% ROI.
Okay. And in the early days of these fair launch Titan-X protocols, we were, especially with Blaze being fully decentralized, there was a lot of focus on trying to, eliminate as many admin keys as possible, which is good points and bad points. But I think there's a nice balance here. Taurus and Cryptographics did a great job, in my opinion, of getting the balance exactly right of what parts of your protocol you keep control over and what parts you have no control over. And I think you've hit the nail on the head with the way you've put this one together as well. What you've got admin keys for helps to protect the protocol. I've been in, I've been involved and seen many protocols that should have had control of things that they did, or should have kept control of things that they shouldn't have kept control of. And I've seen ones keep control of things they shouldn't have kept control of. So in my opinion, you have done a great job, like Cryptographics, and hit the nail on the head with what you can control here and what you can't.
Mm-hmm. I tell you what, I really like the Taurus model. He did a great job with that, and Unity as well. It's to see it go through that first phase and to see it's holding its own right now, and I'm really optimistic. I got a ladder stake in Taurus. I'm excited for him. Plus, we did the Blaze Brawl, and we have 20 participants there, and right about the time that Taurus is turning up, and it's got all these funds yet to be deployed. And
I've got a few ideas. I've got a few ideas for our community with this, and being able to create some brawls for our community as it grows out here.
But yeah, there's a good but yeah, those are good features that it provides some sustainability to the protocol. I mean, so people can't come in and scalp the profit out and leave. And I mean, I'm all for people taking a profit, believe me, but I want the protocol to also be sustained too.
Yep. All right. Look, see, Captain Canada came in late. All right, Captain Canada, thanks for participating in the giveaway. So you will already have your diamond certificate NFT in your wallet. Whenever the protocol goes live, you'll be able to come in, connect your wallet, go to the diamond certificate store, and go down here and see what rewards you have got. Oh, love it. Epic times. All right. Any questions in the chat? Stick them in the chat. Anything else you want to cover, Rich or Utah?
Go back to the Titan bubbles. Look at that Blaze number. Look at that 111. Let's go, baby. The planets have aligned. Let's go.
Yeah, I might could give some feedback to where the 1111 comes from. I don't know. Many people probably in life have seen this number on the clock. I seem to see this number a mysteriously amount of times, and I'm not looking at the clock all the time. It's just that when I glance over, I look at the time, or I might I'm looking, and all of a sudden it's numbers, and I'm talking over 20 years. This has been frequent in my life. So I said, man, November's coming up soon. We were going to launch in September. We were going to push to try to do that September 28. And then we looked at this October 28 period, and that didn't seem to work. I said, that 1111 number's coming up. Let's just go ahead and let's nail that down.
Yeah, so you've got the DAP did post it in the comments, or in the comments earlier. The diamonds is diamonds 1111 .win. So 4 1s in there. Diamonds 111, and it's launching on 11/11. So pretty significant.
So that was not an accidental date. That was purposely chosen for a reason. It's in the domain name. You can see it there. Diamonds 1111.
Yep. All right. Happy days. Shrey's in the chat there asking, is the anniversary conference still on? I don't even recall it conference anymore, are we? Is it an anniversary stream?
Anniversary stream, yeah, it's still on. So I should have everything pretty much wrapped up this weekend, hopefully.
No more fucking conferences.
Yeah. I should have it wrapped up about who's going to speak and what days we're going to do it, and we'll get the time set for what times work for everybody all over the globe. And yep, we should have it done. It'll be much smaller this year, that's for sure, because there's not as many people here and many people is bullish, but you know what, the show still goes on, so we'll be there.
And apologies for last night as well. We had I think I actually posted 3 different streams last night. Was going to cancel, did a quick stream saying that we were putting the stream off to tomorrow, and then ended up coming back on and doing a 40-minute stream. So apologies to everybody who tuned in last night and maybe didn't catch what they were expecting to catch. But yeah, it's about just you mentioned fucking turning up. Just about turning up and yeah, keep plugging along.
Diamonds are forever, baby.
Diamonds are forever. All right, let's play one of our videos here. Let's play one of our videos.
Down in the crypto holler, there's a gem called Diamond Bright. 4 ways to join the fun, each one standing on its own right. Pick 1, 2, 3, or all, no strings to tie 'em tight. Check the white paper for details, it'll set you straight tonight. Oh, diamonds, shiny diamonds, independent as can be. Mix 'em up or pick a favorite, works for you and me. Diamonds, shiny diamonds, easy ways to win the game. Yeehaw, grab you, holler out the diamond's name. On 10, 20, 225, store opens wide. Buy diamond certificates, we're here to hold them with pride. Earn these rewards every 28 days, steady as the tide. As long as you keep them NFTs, the goodies keep on coming inside. Oh, diamonds, shiny diamonds, independent as can be. Mix them up or pick your favorite, what's for you and me. Diamonds, shiny diamonds, easy ways to win the game. Yeehaw, grab you, holler out the diamond's name.
It cracks me up, that one. Really
I
does.
know, I love it every time. Let's play the one with the older lady.
Oh yeah, it's just what's that line in that one? Keep the diamonds inside, the goodies keep on coming. Keep those diamonds held tight, the goodies keep on coming inside, or something. Oh, it's a good one, like.
Yeah,
Excellent.
he's made a lot of good ones, but there's a few that stand out.
Yeah.
Oh, darling, lean in close for diamonds. The sultry Ethereum Temptress making Blaze and X28 tokens sparkle with irresistible fire. 3 steamy payout pools lavish you with ETH, crushing cell pressure and whispering sweet utility in your ear. Drama? Please. We've got pure diamond desire. Slide those diamonds into the vault. Tease up to 888 for shares that'll make you shiver. Craving more? Crush extras for a bonus that'll leave your wallet begging. Payout seduce. 60% at 88 days. 40% at 288. Effortless, eternal, and oh so enticing. Baby, dive into the diamond's allure now. You know you want to.
You know you want to. I love it.
What pool I got to participate in to get one of them girls?
Yeah, shout out to Young Stunners. He's done a great job in some of them videos this last couple of weeks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
The fun is just beginning.
Fun is just beginning. Yeah, it's nice to have something we can cover on a regular basis again. Obviously, with we talk about Blaze on the stream, touch on it most weeks, but this is going to breathe new life into not just the ecosystem, but our streams as well, having continual updates and things that we can work on to have an effect on as well.
Yeah, well, I'd be looking forward to start just getting opinions of what people think about marketing. What can we do to further our outreach? Get outside the box, get outside the Titanx community. Yeah, I'm open.
Yeah, that's another thing. So, everybody watching tonight, pop into the Blaze Telegram and engage in the conversation. Tell us what you think we can do. Help us. You want to take part and help us as well. We're help us market this. We need people in the Telegram in answering questions, asking questions, taking part, speculating. So t.me/Blaze DeFi. And there are 3 channels, one for the Blaze protocol, one for the Diamonds protocol, and one for Trade Brawl as well. So plenty to talk about in the Blaze DeFi Telegram chat. All right, let's start wrapping up. Tank will. Yeehaw! Yeah, I think I'll probably end up clipping a couple of sections out of that yeehaw video because it's quite long, but there's some of the parts of it are fucking epic. And then if you listen to that old lady talking, if you listen to what she's saying, she covers quite a lot of the protocol quite well.
Yeah. You know, the videos are not 30 seconds. I mean, they're only 30 seconds. It's worth listening to.
All right, Trey just saying, good luck, boys. Thanks very much. Okay. What's next then? Rich, you're developing each one of the what is it you're calling them?
The stockpile is next. We got the crusher pretty much nailed down with a couple of adjustments there, but the stockpile will be next, and then what is after that? I don't even know. I'm not even looking at to draw my memory. Yeah, what we got here. So the stockpile is liquidity, and the exchange could be next, or the staking. Well, we got a lot left actually. So we've only done the diamond store and the crusher, and we move into the stockpile. There's still the vault, the exchange, the stats, and the mine. Four modules after that.
Yeah, I think he's done a great job so far, but I think it's nice to have. I didn't really think too much about it, but it's great to have the certificate store opened up and have something that people can participate in and learn about the protocol as the rest of it's getting built out. So yeah, only 20 days until this thing launches. Yeah, plenty to work on. So anybody that's just tuned in or whatever, if you at the minute you can mint diamond certificate NFTs with ETH. 100% of the ETH that comes in gets added to the Diamond Crusher, which is a buy and burn for the protocol. So what we're hoping to have plenty of firepower behind the buy and burn before the protocol even launches. For that, people coming in now are going to get a half price discount on the NFTs that they're buying. They're going to double in price when the protocol goes live. So, you can start earning Ethereum rewards as soon as the protocol kind of kicks off on the 11th of November if you have hold of some diamond certificates already. So if you're watching and you want to take part, you can come along. Diamonds1111.win. That's 4 1s in there for 1111 and other reasons too. So diamonds1111.win. Go there and click into, you'll see here as we go along, the only thing that's active is NFTs, which is the Diamond Certificate Store. Click in here and you can begin to mint some Diamond Certificate NFTs. Just up here, they are currently $52 worth of ETH each, 0.014 ETH each. And you can see here, we've had some minted already, and we've got 90 minted already, and we have $3,254 in the Diamond Crusher already, with 3 weeks to go, 20 days to go before this protocol kicks off. So get in there, get the Diamond Hand store, start buying some Diamond Certificate NFTs.
I think it's easier just to say diamonds1111.win.
Okay. True.
Because that's the date, the launch, and it's easy to remember.
I feel stupid now that I didn't do that. All right. So yeah, everybody in watching tonight, get in, throw some early support to the protocol, and that means you can start claiming your ETH rewards as soon as this thing kicks off. I think somebody just minted another one there, didn't
they? You know, here's a point that I just thought of to mention. I didn't get to during the stream is if you mint 27 and you don't get into the Diamond Hand Club on Blaze, you haven't wasted a thing. You've got 27 in the Diamonds protocol payout. Yep. It's not necessary to do 28. You can do 10 if that's all you want. Excuse me. You could do 5 or 2 or whatever that is, but you're not bound to the 28 number. Absolutely. It's just there's an added bonus should you reach that level.
Okay. Just on this as well, we're here every week, a few times a week. Actually, this week we'll have done 4 days streaming out of 7. We've got a community stream on Saturday. But But you know, we do need support. Hopefully people watching tonight can begin. You can see what we're doing here, that we're not just we've got many people have fucked off, give up on their protocols. Blaze was dead. We're trying to revive Blaze. Not only that, we're trying to add to it. We're trying to add to the ecosystem that we're here working for. Hopefully people start to give us the support I believe that we deserve, get behind our protocols. The more people participate in this, the more we can hype it up, the more we can help, the more that'll help us to draw more people in, the more rewards for everybody, the more successful the protocol is. We might even start to bring more eyeballs back to Titan X. But we need people, we need support. Couple, 50 something, 50 whatever, $50 for a NFT just to get you started in this protocol now. Every little bit we get in will help us hype this up more and more and more as we get closer to the launch of the protocol. And then who knows, when we have that nice juicy buy and burn, when this thing kicks off, more hype, more money in, more excitement, more funds, more payouts. So hopefully you'll see the work that we put in so far. And if we're doing this when times are tough, what are we going to do whenever we start getting some fucking green candles, folks? So hopefully, you feel that we are the people, we are a team that you can fucking get behind, and we will work for your bags.
Yeah, we have not left. In 2 years' time, we've been here just about every day. I have not been a builder that entire time. I basically joined the fund last year, and I never dreamed to be a builder. I was just thinking, I don't know, I want to do something to help, and so I was involved with the Element project. Me, Dude, and James together went in on Element, and that was a tremendous success. Now, we had a lot of supply to deal with after that phase ended, and then the Titan X system gave up the ghost, and we're at the lowest lows right now. And so Element can't perform if the entire ecosystem is not trading and performing. Its success is based on trades or transactions happening. So, I mean, we feel that Element will succeed once everything comes back. We don't know when that is. Maybe it's this year, maybe it's next year, maybe it's, I don't know, next spring. I don't know when that is. But I do feel like this. Dragon X has to buy Titan X in order to take a bigger share of the 888-day payout. They might not be publicizing that, but they have to do it. Because why would they not? If they wait past the 888 payout of Titan X and miners have not been started again, then they have no reward in that pool to claim. So it's my opinion, and I could be totally wrong, but that Dragon X needs to deploy and buy Titan X to get their stake bigger for that bigger payout. Now, that maybe they got the longer game in mind, and I could be wrong, and they're looking at reviving the mining, and then they use that money later down the road. That could be totally a play that they choose to make, and I don't know the answer to that. All I know is I feel between now and the 888-day payout, which is next spring, if that was the play that Dragon X needs to make, they need to deploy capital to buy Titan X. If that puts buy pressure on Titan X probably makes a rebound here soon. Between now and next spring, we're looking at 5 months. Do you have 5 months patience? This gives you time to dollar cost average. Prices have never been better. Now, we can be butthurt, we can be pissed off, we can be bent, whatever. And yeah, I lost a lot of money in this system too, but I've never given up, and I've continued to build and invest, and I ain't going anywhere. You couldn't blast me out of here. I'm too damn stubborn to give up.
Well said. Me too. Yeah. Can't take defeat. I'll keep on fucking going.
I gotta say it was painful. I mean, there's days I've been unhappy, and I still disagree with the way the buy and burn is not utilized at these best prices. But I'm never going to win that fight, never. And I'm not. Many people like to throw me under the bus because I believe that way. Well, fuck off. I don't care what you think.
Nice. Well said. All right. Need to call it a night. Midnight here again. Third night streaming in a row. I need some fucking sleep and keep the energy up to keep pushing this thing. Yeah. everybody, thanks everybody for tuning in. Sorry, any closing comments there, Rich? Have you?
No, just we're here to build, we're here to contribute, and hopefully we can build. We built something that you can participate and make profit in, and have some fun.
Yep. We've got the full package. We've got the full package here. We're built even in the Blaze ecosystem within Titan X. We're building out the full package. Much more to come. There's actually a few things that are live that we don't even really cover. So we don't really cover that often. Things on Pulse Chain. So maybe yeah. Actually have to start talking about that. Some of the other stuff we've got going on. All right. Cheers, Rich.
Yep.
Great job on building this thing. That was an enjoyable chat running through all the different parts of it.
Kudos. See you. Ciao.
All right. Hope you enjoyed that. You can see there's a lot of thought, a lot of effort, a lot of time, money been spent putting this Diamonds protocol together. Lots of features in it. And the DApp is fun. And everything in there is just trying to boost rewards and ROI for the users. So get behind this, get participating in this protocol and help us make it the best thing it can be. As Utah likes to say, everybody out there, hold the line. The charts are still battering many of us, and it's just a matter of time, hopefully, before we start to see a bit more of a reversal, and we are well fucking set for when that happens. So thanks everybody for tuning in, and yeah, take it easy. We'll see you on Saturday for the community stream. I am pretty sure I saw Trader Lee confirm that he will be coming on to talk about Auron launch. The Auron launch within the Ouroboros protocol. So hopefully that happens and we get Trader Lee on Saturday to give us a lot of the details of what's going on there. Yeah, fun times. Take it easy, everybody. And see you in a few days. And get in there, diamonds1111.win, and get yourself some diamond certificate NFTs.
Oh, darling. Lean in close for diamonds. The sultry Ethereum Tempest making Blaze and X28 tokens sparkle with irresistible fire. 3 steamy payout pools lavish you with ETH, crushing cell pressure and whispering sweet utility in your ear. Drama? Please. We've got pure diamond desire. Slide those diamonds into the vault. Tease up to 888 for shares that'll make you shiver. Craving more? Crush extras for a bonus that'll leave your wallet begging. Payout seduce. 60% at 88 days. 40% at 288. Effortless, eternal, and oh so enticing. Baby, dive into the diamond's allure now. You know you want to.